here's something that you might not know about your e-log and everything. Have you ever actually gone into the DOT inspection mode to see what it's actually showing the officer that's pulling you over? I found this out when I got my most recent citation, that it actually tells you when the engine's turned on, when it's turned off, how long it was running for, and what your odometer reading was at the time. So if you're doing some of that hit your emergency flashers, drive 3 or 4 miles an hour so you don't trip the thing into drive mode, they can see that. And they're going to ask you the questions, what were you doing here? Why was this happening? So make sure you go in the notes every single time you do anything. And that includes starting the engine, moving the truck, etc. Make sure you just put that note in there, because you don't want, which is what I was saying to the cop that had me sitting there, and I felt like a dumb shit. I don't like feeling like a dumb shit, and fortunately he didn't give me a ticket for it, but it was a learning experience, and I don't want it to ever be repeated. So anytime you go on duty, off duty, you start the engine for any reason, just say it's hot, okay? For the love of God, don't be driving the truck and not put in there that you were driving the truck. So right now in this particular case, I'm sitting right in front of the docks at my delivery. I've been here for 14 hours, and they just now finally got me in, and my delivery was a long time ago. You know what I'm talking about. You've been there. If you haven't, you will be, because that is this industry. They're gonna be assholes to you. Whether or not you're assholes to them is irrelevant. But I'm just making sure that I'm putting notes in there, moving into dock, etc., etc., whatever it is, because you don't want it to show that you were moving the truck and it sits there and says, I'm in the sleeper berth, I'm sleeping. That was the last thing you put in 20 hours ago. And now you're driving the truck, he's going to see that and say, yeah, bullshit. So unless you want to have that little exchange back and forth with the officer, make sure you're keeping track every damn thing you're doing. Not just driving the truck, not just changes of duty status. Anytime you start the engine, even if it's just hot and you're like, I'm turning on the AC because I don't have an APU, just say, it's hot, I'm turning on the truck for the AC. But don't let that odometer, which says right now 485,394, so just shy of 500,000 miles, if I click over that next number and it's 1 mile up, he's gonna know the truck was in motion. So it's not a good feeling if you've never experienced it. Don't let it happen to you.